Hey everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Season 9 of Heartland, Begin Again. When preparing to celebrate the upcoming milestone of graduation, Ty teams up with Amy to give medical treatment to an abandoned horse. I did recall seeing something about Ty with graduation, so obviously we are here. And I do remember at the end of last season, he and Amy talking about like teaming up, maybe kind of having like their own business together, where she kind of works with horses and him, being a vet and obviously working with them too and other animals. So it was nice to see in the last episode the two of them kind of working together to help heal Bear. And so obviously that's what this is, where it says Ty teams up with Amy to give medical treatment to an abandoned horse. So it's something where they're going to work together in helping this horse and kind of creating their future in a way. Because I do remember them mentioning something about that near the end of season 8. Might have even been their wedding episode, I'm not sure. But yeah, I do remember that. And, I was thinking about it, and they had left the trailer and went and slept in the barn because of the storm. And I'm thinking, wouldn't the barn, sleeping in the barn with the bad storm, wouldn't that have been just as bad? Hearing it hit the roof. I mean, by the time they got there, it seemed like the storm was done. And I was like, well, if the storm was done then what was the point? But at the same time, it's also like, is that a tin roof on the barn? Or maybe not? Because wouldn't that be just as bad? I've been in barns when rain is coming down and it hits it pretty hard. So it's just like, how is that going to work? And maybe their barn roof is wood, maybe it's insulated. I don't know. The barn that I work out in, they've kind of put insulation and stuff in there. So, but it does seem kind of odd though that they're making it like a house. Because I'm like, how's that going to work? Because they're talking about plumbing, because obviously they'd have to have a place for a bathroom and a kitchen. It seemed like it would be really small up top. But then they're probably only expecting to have it for a little while, and then of course they would move out when they start a family. But maybe as newlyweds, it's something they can do. I don't know. Anyways, let's get started. If no one is living there, is it technically breaking and entering? I mean, she does make a point, the window was unlocked. And if no one is living there, it's an abandoned property. So you really can't say it's breaking and entering when it's abandoned property, because no one is claiming it. They're saying that maybe Buddy is depressed because of his owner. I hate using that term. But she brought Bear to him, and I'm thinking, did Bear help? They didn't really follow up on that. Maybe he was just missing Bear. Maybe Bear being there helped him a bit. But I'm like, I hope nothing happens to Buddy, because I don't know. I've already had my heart broken with at least 2 horses dying on the show. I don't know if I can handle a third. And my heart's breaking a little bit in regards to Paint. Sounds like Jack was calling his horse Paint, because he retired him, and so now he's out in the pasture and living his best life and everything. And Jack obviously still loves his horse, but I'm just like, he wants to be with you, Jack. Here's Buddy. I was kind of wondering with Buddy, maybe Buddy needs to hang out with Paint, you know? Or I was kind of thinking with Buddy, maybe he and Bear need new humans. And maybe that would be someone like Steven. Because obviously Steven is there for a reason.
Looks like whoever used to live here left in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of cigarettes. Oxygen mask. Oh great, so the person smoked and had oxygen around.
Georgie. Tie-down roping competitor Tom Fender at the White Fork Senior Rodeo.
The fact that the place is abandoned and why you're selling it, we don't know who the hell you are. And the horse is missing his human. There's 3 good reasons right there. You know? Well, and you know, Lou was saying about the lawyer and ammunition and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, you know, if the lawyer wanted to kind of manipulate, I think Peter would have enough sense to say to the lawyer, back off. Like, no, I'm not going to go after her as a bad mother because Katie fell off a horse. It happens. Kids fall off things. Kids fall. They... You know, kids bounce. Unlike us, you know, we fall, we break a bone, a kid bounces, they get right back up. But everyone acts like if a child falls, it's like the end of the world. And it's like, kids are resilient, you know, more so than we are as adults. And you have to be logical with this. And unfortunately, it does seem like it's going to end up being a nasty fight with Lou and Peter. I see it going that way, which I was hoping it wasn't. I was hoping that they would get their heads out of their asses and be smart about this. But I'm hoping that by the end of the episode, we will see Ty graduate. You know, the episode is called Begin Again. So it's like, what is beginning again? Is it Ty beginning again because he's graduating? Is it Buddy beginning again with a new life? Is it Lou beginning again, you know? So it could mean a whole bunch of things. And also, that title Begin Again reminds me of the fact that I wrote a fanfic, a Twilight fanfic a few years ago titled Begin Again. It was an Alice and Jasper story. So it's kind of nice seeing the Taylor Swift song being used. And Begin Again is also my second favorite song from Taylor so far. So yeah, it was nice. It's kind of nice seeing that, because as soon as I saw the title, I immediately thought of my Alice and Jasper fanfic that I wrote. Anyways, let's keep going.
I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was here.
What do you want?
I'm just trying to help the horses that were abandoned on this ranch.
What happened to them? Where are they?
She took him in.
Are you Janet Hargrove?
I'm calling the police.
Good.
Go ahead.
Make sure you tell them the horses you left here nearly died.
Uh-huh.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. My name is Amy Fleming, and I work at the Heartland Ranch.
Fleming, not
Part of what I
Gordon.
do is rescue and rehabilitate horses. You can look it up online if you like.
She's Amy Fleming, not Amy
Are the
Gordon.
horses okay?
Yeah, I have them.
No thanks to you.
The one we
lady.
call Buddy is in pretty rough shape.
Deal with this place. I swear, I thought I let...
You found it.
Wakey, wakey, twinkle toes.
Twinkle
Oh,
toes.
those were some pretty slick dance moves last night.
What time is it right now?
It's time to graduate.
So did that work? You ready to go to the clinic now? Yeah, let's go then.
These two are a bunch of comedy.
Yeah, we're gonna be Friday.
I sometimes think they put Jack and Tim in just for comedy, because a lot of times they are comedy, you know? But that was sweet what Jack was saying about paint. And it's like, well, you love paint. It's okay. You don't have to get back on a horse because you're not ready. That's fine. You miss paint, you love paint. That's perfectly fine. He says, maybe I'm a sentimental old cowboy. So what's wrong with that? Be a sentimental old cowboy. You have a heart. Nothing wrong with that.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is. He leaves this afternoon on the bus, and I have to go to Ty's grad.
If we leave right after lunch, we'll have plenty of time. I'll give you a ride.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're being really cool today. What's going on?
Always cool. Cool is my middle name.
You just lost most of your cool points just for saying that.
I'm a better quote on the head.
I have to tell you something.
Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you know, they're all like, you're playing for a horse? What the hell's wrong with that? People play music for their plants. They talk to their plants. Horses have feelings and emotions just like the rest of us. What's wrong with that? Nothing. He's a good boy. Good boy. So, I'm glad they found it. Now Buddy's eating because it's like, oh, all right. But, you know, that Janet Hargrove, I like how she said she was calling the police, and Amy came right back with, good, call the police. I'll tell them about how you abandoned these horses. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Be like, fine, call the police. Tell them I'm trespassing on abandoned property you abandoned, along with the horses. You'll see whose side they take.
Should go.
Okay.
Don't think I forgot my lunch. I'll buy food when I get back. You won't let Joan fair and square.
Okay, it's a date.
See you later.
I'll say, he's obviously in her phone texting, so they could just text each other.
You're welcome. You know, this is more than just a desk.
Yeah.
This is a new beginning for us. We always talked about working together. You remember doing the veterinary side of things and dealing with the behavioral?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like what we did with Buddy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the best graduation gift ever.
Well, don't be too kind. I've got one more thing to show you.
Scott's there.
Like us, fool. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey.
Hey, maybe we could all look at this guy. Count of 3, 2, 1.
Down.
There you go. So I thought there was some clip about Ty's graduation where I actually got to see it, unless it was like a deleted clip. I kind of wish we did, because, you know, we saw Amy graduate, and then this was basically just them holding their diplomas. And I'm curious why she decided to stay Amy Fleming. I mean, yeah, she can, but you would think she would be at least Amy Fleming Borden, or Amy Borden. As long as she doesn't have Darren and Elizabeth. You know, I'm old school in that sense, that you should take the man's name. And maybe she kept Amy Fleming because she does have a bit of a reputation. But I would think, if nothing else, if she went Fleming Borden, then people would recognize that. Be like, oh, okay, it's Amy Fleming, just her with her married name. Although there are some people I know who, in their personal life, you know, some women I know who in their personal life will use their married name, but in their professional life keep their maiden name. And I thought, well, in a way I can kind of see that. That can be kind of smart because that can be safety right there too. You know, protection, because your personal life should be separate from your professional life. So I can see that part too right there. So we did it where Ty has graduated. He is officially going to be a doctor of veterinary medicine. It has been a long time coming, so yay, congrats to Ty. And Buddy's on the mend, which is good. And yeah, I think Georgie is starting to understand. You know, she says Stephen was so chill about it, and like Lou said, he's adjusted. He's used to it by now. You know, obviously Georgie is just going through it, so yeah, it's understandable that she might not know and be upset. It makes sense. But Stephen is okay with it, you know, he's gonna leave, he's gonna go be with his dad for the summer. And like I said, it doesn't mean that they can't still communicate and be in touch. So, yeah, it was nice. We got to see the graduation, got to see them all dressed up, Georgie in a dress, which I know she doesn't like to do, but Georgie in a dress. Which was pretty, too. I liked Amy's more, but Georgie was pretty. I didn't quite get a good look at Georgie's. It might have been similar to Amy's. But Amy's dress was gorgeous. And I liked the green sweater that went with it. And, you know, I didn't really get a good look at her shoes. I didn't really focus too much on the shoes, but it looked like they were kind of sandals. So, which I thought was funny. It's like, yeah, you're all dressed up and out in the barn. But yeah, it's nice, a nice ending, you know, nice happy ending with the picture being taken. So, thank you for joining me for the second episode of Season 9 of Heartland. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the notification bell to be alerted of future reacts. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you can at Lazy Cat Reactions. I would appreciate more follows, because then you'll see clips from my reactions along with other things as well. And if you enjoy Heartland, you might want to check out some of my other reactions. I do have Walker, which is also kind of westerny. Be happy to check those out. I was actually saying I think it'd be funny to have a crossover between Heartland and Walker. Maybe we can make that happen. And if you can, support me on Buy Me a Coffee, the link is in the description. And of course, if you need an editor, you might want to click on my editor's link in the description. She, of course, is great and makes these videos what you were seeing, so thank you to her. And I will see you next time. Bye.